Приветствую, дамы и господа. У нас тут намечается очередная попыточка. Очередная попытка наконец-то завершить это невероятное приключение. Не знаю, увенчается ли она успехом или вновь обречена на провал. Посмотрим. Идею можно было взять, просто удалить эту игру и не вспоминать о ней больше, но я уделил слишком много времени этому, так сказать, детищу, и было бы глупо просто выкинуть его на растерзание. Так сказать, не взрастив его до того, когда оно окрепнет, сможет самостоятельно выбирать свой путь. В общем, что я несу такое, не знаю. Неважно. Важно то, что я снова здесь и сейчас, на этом замечательном острове, и, в общем-то, пойду я по основному квесту. Не хочу выполнять дополнительные задания эти, в общем-то, не очень-то они интересные, честно признаюсь. Обратиться за помощью к Глендану. Ну, в общем-то, я тут, там, где нужно быть. Но где этот Глендан, я что-то не понимаю. Это должно как-то отмечено быть на карте. Что я не вижу никаких меток. Куда мне идти-то? Туда? Нет? Может быть, вот сюда все-таки? Это он?
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kertonsidach. What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frictaman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
В общем-то, опять на меня ложится бремя.
Who will win the vote in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the 3 chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of them all above the others. If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain, but you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave.
Ложится бремя на меня опять бегать и что-то со всеми разговаривать. Что там за... Нахрена мне по сути это нужно все? Поддержкой заручаться. Выборы. Завоевать доверие хотя бы одного претендента. Блин, ну жесть. Просто жесть. Завоевать доверие короля Улана, короля Данкаса, королева Дердри. Да хрен их знает. Пойду слева направо, там разберемся. Не знаю, мне никто не нравится из этих прекрасных особ. Тердоп, черные земли.
What do you seek?
Чего я ищу? Поговорить об изгнании Верховного Короля.
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead. And the first Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bladnid was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Menawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Karants as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings, a holy place not far from the village of Ignamri. I do not know exactly where it is, but it is said that the path leading there is strewn with spears, and that the entrance is marked by a dead tree, and protected by a Nadaig Magaman. Do not worry. I will find this place and retrieve the crown before the election.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote, I'd better go and get this crown myself.
Anything more?
I need to be
Найти
noted.
корону, значит, да?
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet an unreasonable?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a high king.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with yours. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Да. Чё они парятся так? Данкас. Ладно, поговорю с Данкасом, что он там скажет. Выбираю, чьи намерения совпадают с моими. Нет у меня никаких намерений, по сути, мне вообще плевать, что будет с этим островом. Буду откровенен.
What brings you here, Ono Manawi?
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your high king, is dead.
Ande Voshtire. He was a great king and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tiefradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaisse brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaisse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enonmiel Frichtemann in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Remember what I asked of you, and then it will be my turn to help you. Is there anything else?
Вроде нормальный мужик,
Goodbye, Duncan.
добряк. Блин, не хочу показаться сексистом, но делать женщину верховной королем немного недальновидно. Все равно ей не убежать от своих инстинктов деторождения там и прочего. Так, а как поддержка-то заручиться, что-то я не понял. Я же не заручился поддержкой.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frictamen in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help?
Remember what is there in?
Что-то я не понял.
I must leave.
Типа ему надо корону принести или что? Мне кажется, или игра меня подталкивает выбрать королеву Дердре всеми мыслимыми и немыслимыми способами. Подталкивает меня к этому шагу. Странно. Конечно, понимаю, что игра там прогрессивная, все дела. Толерантная. Блин, зачем так нагло? Это вообще мужчина или женщина, я еще не пойму. Какой-то пацан вообще, блин.
But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity. By creating an alliance with the people of the continent, the lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you. If you were to be named High King, I would be
Не, это полный лох.
to meet Enon Miel Frictamen.
Of course. If I become high,
Вообще просто какой-то пацан непонятный, который только вылупился, вообще не понимает, что происходит.
if you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it's the first guardian.
And where is the first guardian?
Somewhere the entry path, but beware. Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Блин, почему я тебя заручил с поддержкой? Короче, на данный момент мне пока что более привлекателен дед. Но почему у меня не поставилось, что я заручился поддержкой? Что за дичь? Куда пропало-то? Блин. Пропало меню. Показать задание. Блин. Так, ладно, я пойду искать корону. Там разберемся, когда я ее найду. Если я ее найду. Так, в общем-то, надо бежать. Прямо до упора и налево. Так, налево. Блин, не хочу я медведей бить. Клыкастых. На клык ему как бы давать. Что-то мне не очень хочется. Не знаю, туда я пошел, нет? Блин, пропустил поворот. Почему у него руки загораются? Как-то это странно. Да блин, что с камерой происходит? Наверное, вот сюда, да? Записки профессора Серафедина. Еще записки. Так, тут какой-то братишка меня поджидает. Да нифига, я увернулся же. Что-то я уже забыл, а как сражаться, там все дела. Как-то можно, по-моему... Так, тут как-то... Бомба мне нужна. Достаточно ярости. Кажется, эти монстры подозрительно похожи на монстров из Ведьмака 3-го. Да чё он ко мне пристал-то? Блин, охренеть, у него ударчики. Кость повелителя равнин. Тут типа можно продать. Сосновая смола. Ладно, в путь, в путь. Бедрия. Фонарик. Блин, этот фонарик ни хрена не освещает. Зачем он нужен, я не знаю. Всем фонариком только просто поссать, чтобы было не темно, чтобы штанины не обоссать, а так он бесполезен.
Привет, я Сыч. Я тоже играю в эту игру, но никак не могу найти Юнгу. Дай совет.
Спасибо, Сыч. Приветствую. А тут фишка в этой игре, что когда не можешь найти Юнгу, рано или поздно Юнга сам находит тебя. Ты просто как бы садишься в таверну, наливаешь себе пойло и ничего не делаешь. И Юнга сам к тебе обратится. Скажет: какого хера ты меня не ищешь, сука? И все, игра пройдена. Типа пасхалка от разработчиков. Это кто такая?
Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one.
Я надеюсь, что я сегодня пройду эту игру.
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Dertere is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
Да не буду я давать ей корону, блин. Она слишком дерзкая для этого. Ставить корону себе.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse, no doubt. Too bad. You leave me no choice. I have come to take that crown, and I won't leave without it. Enough.
Все? Что она быстро сдалась?
I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
So it seems indeed.
Великая воительница, ага.
Until then, Deirdre.
Пошла вон отсюда, блин. Просто, блин, отдавать корону женщине, у которой там чешется в одном месте. Это было бы наиболее глупым поступком, я считаю. Мне кажется, надо отдать ее деду. Дед наиболее мудр. Он как бы реально может что-то сделать в этом мире. У него уже как бы не работают причиндалы, по сути. У него нет таких амбиций. Он просто будет делать что-то во благо, скорее всего. Во благо человечества. Как бы дед, он наиболее безобиден. Единственное, он может заняться самообогащением. Но это уже издержки власти. Тут ничего не поделаешь. Ты уж точно не отдавать эту корону тому пацану, который только вчера вылупился, блин, из гнезда своего. Это тоже был бы наиболее глупый поступок. Вернуться в Дорхангеднеду. Где можно вообще там оставить себе корону и самому стать королем, а? Как такой поворот? Нормально будет? Ну, блин, брат, за мной никто не пойдет. Скорее всего. Никто не будет меня слушаться. Так что это тоже нелогичный вариант. Крайне нелогичный. Крайне глупый поступок. Да блин. Переместиться. Не понимаю, почему я не заручился поддержкой того мужика. Может быть, я все-таки что-то неправильно сделал. Надо сохраниться на всякий случай.
Concerning the crown,
Well, you carry in your hands the hopes of an entire people. My people. The one who wears it will be elected. You know that. Have you changed your mind? Or do you seek to humiliate me more?
I'm not here to humiliate anyone, but I must be assured that the one who is elected will help me meet Enon Milfrictamen.
I have already promised you this. And you know that once I am queen, I will chase every colonist.
Она прогонит всех колонистов.
Choice is yours now.
I need to think some more.
This is true, but be wary.
Да блин, чё за хрень? Не надо прогонять всех колонистов, чё за бред? Блин. Чё она не дает мне переместиться-то, я не понимаю. Так, а это кто? А, это тот хрен. А где тот хрен? Дед? Деда нету. Блин, я не заручился его поддержкой. Просто шедевр. Да вы издеваетесь, тут ни одного сохранения не осталось. Чё за жесть? Я просто провалил миссию, блин, из-за того, что я... Это просто шедевр. У меня просто выбор между пацаном и этой девахой. А деда все, деда я провалил. И загрузиться я не могу. Охренеть. Бля, этот сейф, он далеко, да? Блин, ну это дико обидно, просто крайне обидно. Блин, идиотская игра в этом плане, я охереваю. Могли предупредить бы, блин, как-нибудь. Это жестко, жестко. В принципе, можно отсюда начать. Блин, мне, конечно, поливать. Но не настолько, чтобы из-за этой тупости, блин, все просрать. Да. Игра крайне непродуманная, блин.
Good day, Glenda. He was nothing. He was you. I would.
We will let it.
Who had dare? Who will win the? Is there? I must leave.
Quoi?
Заново, блин, со всеми сейчас говорить.
What do you seek?
I need to be going.
Что?
What?
I am the bear. Glenda.
But since
Will you?
we were
Only. But you want. You see. And you.
I do not
If I.
Так, ну я завоевал доверие.
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrichtemann?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision.
Блин, чё он не отмечает-то нормально? Как поддержкой Донкаса заручиться, я чуть не понимаю. Просто я не могу не могу просто понять, как. Педрат, Красный лес. Вот это, по идее, самый мудрый парень.
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar. If you. What can you tell me about your clan? There. What do you think? Tell me about your village.
Блин, а как заручиться поддержкой-то его? Чё за жесть? Что надо какой-то дополнительный квест типа выполнить или чё? Чё за бред?
I would like to meet Enon Mil if you were elected.
Remember what I asked of you? And then, is there anything else?
Какую просьбу выполнить надо, я не понимаю. Что он от меня хочет? Чё за идиотизм жесткий нахрен? Фух, блин. Да, как же меня бомбит от этой игры. Как-то мне доверие нужно завоевать. Как? А, донка с леса. Блин, я походу... Походу все просрал. Я не могу заручиться поддержкой, блин. То, что я провалил вот это задание. Из-за долбанного глюка. Блин. Хотя не, можно еще вот это выполнить. Может быть. Если я выполню этот квест, то у меня все получится. Ну ладно, попробую. Блин, если болт, то... То болт. Что поделаешь? Я здесь был вроде, да? Здесь вот для заготовка тут была, бля. И она провалилась с треском. С какого-то досадного бага. Я уже не помню, что произошло. Но было как-то не очень приятно. Может быть, сейчас я выполню вот этот квест, и это все нормализуется более-менее.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
Блин, какие же убогие лица здесь, хуже, чем в Скайриме. Про анимацию я вообще молчу. Так, что мне надо? Что за хрень?
These Renagse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Понаблюдать за шахтой.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those crazy fools have reopened this mine.
They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Господину де Курсиону. Надо поведать ему. Что здесь происходит, поябничать ему. Блин, надеюсь, это прокатит этот квест.
Now we just have to go see the pretenders and hope that they will accept us.
They will most likely ask for services in exchange, but I'm convinced that you will know what to do. The prince was clever. You have the words of a diplomat and the face of a native.
If only there
Потому
was
что если нужна будет лесозаготовка, блин.
we would only need to convince one.
There is way more at stake in this election than your encounter with Enor Frichterman. It will decide the fate of my people, and it may even
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Talay. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellency,
У него рога
explain
растут.
to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Burren is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to.
Идиот, что ли?
But my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Нет, уж извините, мне что-то лень этим заниматься. Нет этих квестов уже, блин.
Sir de Corsillon.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
Блин, какой же он стрёмный.
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most Can your old...
The mission you entrusted me with has made...
Very well. Good. You have traveled great distances. Keep doing what can your...
Дичь какая-то. Просто дичь. Просто восседает в какой-то башне этот хрен. Возомнился каким-то, блин, я не знаю. Куда я вообще пошел или куда? Куда мне надо? Куда-то вниз написано. Нижний этаж. Блин, нельзя было ставить метку, как туда добраться. Вот неудовольствие, блин, шариться по этим подвалам.
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Moronge's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Блин. Леди Моранж.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to...
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigyigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Блин, как меня достала эта беготня. Я не знаю, как можно было сделать игру такой унылой. Это надо постараться, наверное. Блин, куда мне? Сюда, что ли? Тут какой-то склад. Запретная территория. Что за хренотень? Вот этот хрен.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigador. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous, and you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, sir. Best wishes to your cousin.
Ну все или что, договориться, блин. Опять к этому хрену надо ползти. Да. Как же уныло. Какие ж тут унылые квесты, это просто безумие. Поговорить с тем, поговорить с этим, потом опять вернуться к этому, потом к тому. В общем-то, это жесть. Это, я не знаю, это реально нужно очень постараться, чтобы настолько, блин, сделать игру неинтересной. Настолько сделать унылые квесты, я не знаю.
I verified the contract with Lady Morange, without even taking into account what he's doing.
So?
He turned a deaf ear.
Oh, but it's hide here. This is an eviction notice which displays crimes against... I will make him aware. Prisoners must be freed as soon...
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you.
Наконец-то, блин. Просто долбаная бюрократия. Я, конечно, понимаю, что это может быть реализм. Но люди играют в игры, чтобы, наоборот, сбежать от реальности, блин, немножко... окунуться в сказку. Тут в реальной жизни до хрена этой бумажной волокиты. Так они еще это и в игру добавили, всю эту бюрократию, блин, сраную. О, это очень интересно просто, блин. Симулятор хождения по каким-то государственным инстанциям. Не знаю, что может быть более убогое. Кому-то это нравится, кто-то в восторге. Как интересно. Типа передать бумажки тому, передать бумажки этому.
I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Какие же у них лица убогие, блин. Один, каждый краше другого, блин.
Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms, the methods you used against the
impossible. By what right?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Драки тоже унылые.
I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Освободим братьев. Вперед, мои братья. Вы свободны.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Legade blow are alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
Да. С кем теперь поговорить-то нужно? Так, вот с этим, может быть, наконец-то заручусь его поддержкой.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to thank you. If I thank
Ну и чё? Есть. Просто, блин, безумие. Я уж думал-то все, блин. Из-за долбанной лесозаготовки проваленный. Выбирать, блин, женщину, либо пацана. Это жесть. Даже я себе не могу такого позволить. Ведь мне вообще насрать тут на все это дело. Я просто не поднимается рука королем сделать женщину. Или пацана этого. Кучерявого. В общем-то, опять нужно бежать и в эту пещеру долбаную. Надо быстрее ее там прокликать. Блин, как я мог в эту игру играть столько времени? Охренеть, я почти всю игру прошел. Как мне хватило на это терпение, я не представляю. Мне нужно ставить памятник за это. Хотя бы какую-нибудь задрипанную грамоту. Знаете, всеми возможными эффектами просто, блин. Еще на эти гранатку. Придачу. А, у меня же сзади мощный удар, я вспомнил. Да какого хрена? Давай, рогатый. Блин, если он меня еще убьет, то... Да хрен ему. Вот фига он бьет только меня. Что у меня даже нет радости повышения уровня. Вообще никакой. Я уже прокачал вообще все, только все, что возможно. Талант. Я думаю, надо интуицию прокачать. Так, гробница, гробница. Конечно, в плане живности тут просто взяли известных зверей, всяких медведей, волков, просто добавили им клыки или рога, или клыки и рога. Вот и все. Вот и все монстры удивительные.
Yes,
If I give you the...
they will go and
I have come here looking...
are you if you may
Sorry.
Короче, не отдам я ей корону, естественно.
enough. Take this crown.
We will meet again.
Так. Теперь надо возвращаться. Блин. Возвращаться и на выборы. Назначать нового короля. А потом меня отправят куда-то там, в какую-то безумную вылазку. Надеюсь, последнюю. Это кто такие тут вообще, блин? Да ну вас нафиг, я боюсь. Мне очень страшно. Туда я вообще бегу, вон лагерь. Так, перемещение. Так, точно я всех тут открыл, да? Вроде да. Так. Вот этот дед.
I went into the tomb. I found the ancient crown of the High Kings.
And so, you entered into one of our most sacred places. May this adventure have brought you wisdom and understanding of our people and of your own history. This relic is venerated. The one who wears it will certainly be elected. But you know that, do you not?
Yes, I do. I need to be certain that whoever is named will help me.
I have
Да.
honor to help you in my work. You know that I work for a tempering of spirits. But the decision is yours.
Давай отдать ему корону.
Take it. I trust you. In your wisdom, may we be guided towards a peaceful future.
The council has begun to unite. It is time for me to go. Thank you for choosing me. I will do all in my power to bring you what you desire.
Что это полный бред, что я решаю вообще судьбу острова, бля. Что мне доверяют. Что мое мнение вообще тут что-то значит. Бред. Опа, что это за щупальца? А, это они там, в общем-то, совет у них, ага. Знаю я этот совет. Занимаются там непотребством, блин, скорее всего, каким-то. Это что за хрень, бля? Я разве его выбрал? Я вроде другого выбирал.
Congratulations, Dungus. I'm certain that you will be a very wise High King. And now, are you ready to keep your promise and take me to meet with Enonmil Frichtemann?
You are burning with the impatience of youth. But according to tradition, I must first go to the sanctuary on my own. Without the blessing of Tifradi, my title is nothing but empty, meaningless words. But fret not. How could I be called wise if I went back on the promise I made my friend as soon as I got elected? Meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days.
Через 2 дня.
Open its doors for you.
Thank you, Dungus. I'll be there.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enonmil Frichtemann to bless our chosen one. But we don't have to stay here and do nothing. We can go somewhere else if you want.
Заняться чем-нибудь? Да ну нахрен. Подождать 2 дня.
There you are, Karants.
How was the encounter?
Enonmil Frichtemann welcomed me like a mother would welcome her child. I will have to meditate on everything he told me and think about the warnings he gave. But now he's waiting for you. I will open the way. Once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right-hand path. And keep a confident
Тропу справа нужно выбрать, надо запомнить.
take hold of them and turn back. Risk awakening the guardians of this place. Qua aulem seg.
Так, ну я пошел. Блин, я в этой горе, где щель это горит. Та самая гора. Наконец-то, наконец-то. Похоже на Мордор. Роковая гора, где было выковано кольцо всевластия. Я туда вошел. А тут другого пути-то и нету. Ну ладно. Нифига деревца. Зачем ему кинжал? Перчатку порежешь, блин. Перчатку сними, идиот. Пф.
simply coming into being have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call en on mil frichtimen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Mil Frichtemen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot.
Чё этот хрен смотрит на меня?
Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my
Кого он, про кузена моего?
To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength
Надо убить кузена.
made him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
Вот тоже интересный поворот.
Now, someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all from us.
Нифига.
Flee, or you will be dead.
Вот это стрёмные твари. Очень стрёмные твари. Так, побежали, ну его нафиг. Не хочу я с ними встречаться лицом к лицу.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the cries of creatures inside. Is everything all right? Did you manage to get the answers you were expecting?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the Earth. It's actually some kind of poisoning. And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Words that come from the heart of the island carry with them a wisdom, which may sometimes be difficult to grasp. If you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance. My clan knows how to heal the earth.
Thank you, Dunkus. I suppose I just need time to think.
You haven't told me everything, have you? There appears to be a storm weighing down on your forehead.
It is true. But it is something I must verify by myself.
I see. Do not hesitate to come and find me if I can help you. qua aulum secarans.
Да. Так, и что дальше-то? Рассказать Константину, что там вообще за дичь произошла. По сути, его надо зарезать нахрен и все. Кольцо крестоносца. Блин, тут квесты у них еще, которые я не буду выполнять. Хватит с меня квестов. Блин, да где я? Блин. Полированный бацинет. Все, блин, я навел порядок в инвентаре. Эх. Ну что, ну что? Константин. Ждет тебя твоя участь.
Constantine, my dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island. and I was able to talk with Enon Miel Frictamen.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigyigador, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it. And the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Рассказать ему.
Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because of you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this island. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert islanders.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes, but I never threatened anybody. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our fathers and to have his revenge for the invasion. By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
Так, ну понятно.
I must take my leave.
Take care and come back soon.
А делать-то что дальше? Каковы мои дальнейшие шаги? Походу я не пройду я сегодня игру. А, блин, тут... Короче, еще дело не проворот, судя по всему. Тут штурмы какие-то готовятся. В общем-то... Да, еще играть и играть. Ладно, я думаю, на этом можно притормозить. Может быть, еще вернусь сюда. Кто знает, кто знает. Все слишком непредсказуемо. Ладно. Всем добра. Удачи и до встречи.